Why exactly would somebody agree to pay me a commission to fund their commercial loan when they can actually walk into a local bank and just ask for some assistance? If you don't know who I am, my name is Zevi Shaffer and I'm an owner of a mortgage shop in Los Angeles. And that's exactly what I want to cover in today's video. However, right before we get started, if you don't mind, hitting that like button so other people like yourself can find this information on the web. And of course, if you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. Now, with that, let's dive right into it. You're thinking about becoming a commercial loan officer and you're wondering, what exactly do I provide value to a borrower who can actually walk into a local bank, ask some questions, and maybe get a loan? I think we should take a couple steps back and reframe the situation here. If I had a really important legal situation come up, could I actually show up to court by myself? And the answer is yes, of course I could. I could actually have a public defender defend me if I wanted to. However, would it be wiser for me to get a specialist, an attorney who deals exactly within that arena? What would be the likelihood that I would be able to win that case versus just showing up? And I think that if I applied that train of thought into just walking into the bank and asking for some assistance, anybody could help me. And maybe the guy behind the counter could be similar to that public defender. However, I really don't know their level of expertise, and I don't really know if I'm going to get the level of help that I need. So therefore, hiring a professional, a commercial loan officer, or a commercial loan broker who's done this 100 times would be completely to my favor. Now, if I switch gears again and I said, all right, I'm still adamant about coming into this courtroom by myself, where exactly and how do I fill up this paperwork? I would have to go to the court clerk, tell them what I'm trying to do, and hopefully they can hand me a stack of paperwork that I need to fill out. Number one, I don't know if I'm pulling the right forms. Number two, am I filling them out correctly? It's a big question mark. And then what happens if I don't fill them out correctly? Is my case going to get thrown out? I'm going to transition to the bank for a minute. I'm going to walk in and I'm going to say, hey, I need this paperwork to be able to put my deal together. How do I actually know that I'm filling out these forms correctly? And what if I'm not? Who's going to look them over to make sure there's no mistake and that my loan doesn't get declined? It's a very similar type of a situation. Among those two different courses, but similar paths, I'm still a business owner. I'm coming in asking for a business loan, which means that I'm wasting a ton of time trying to learn something that I'm never personally going to use after my loan is funded, which means that I'm taking time away from making money in my business. As a business owner, more than likely, I have employees or subcontractors, which means that I'm no stranger to paying people for delegating tasks that I just don't know how to do. And therefore, if I knew that there's a quicker way to be able to do whatever it is I'm trying to achieve professionally, by simply paying somebody to do it as a business owner, that would make a lot more sense to me than trying to figure out how to do it completely by myself, burn a bunch of time, and my time is actually how I get paid. In addition to it, shifting gears, have you ever heard of the Four Seasons Hotel? If you've been there or not is irrelevant, but just knowing the name, knowing the brand, you can associate the type of experience, the type of service that you would expect to get as soon as you walk through the front door. And the irony of it is that by hiring the right commercial loan officer and their team, you can actually have a much easier experience, even though a lot of forms do need to be filled out. The team can actually handle a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Same experience that you would have walking into the Four Seasons. You can feel relaxed and you know that there's constantly somebody there who's going to be picking up the slack for you. That's the whole idea behind being a commercial loan broker. And the reason I'm telling you this is because you're trying to figure out where exactly is your value proposition. Why would anyone pay you? The problem is you might be coming from a place where your business is not yet developed. You might be trying to get into this career path and you might be hoping that you can build up this career to start generating income and commissions. Whereas your ideal customer is already making money. They already have a running business. So for them, that's not the concern. The bigger concern is not to spend the money, but rather not to spend a bunch of their time. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And if you're thinking that all sounds wonderful, but where exactly would I learn how to do this? I've actually spent the past year packaging my knowledge into something that I call the Part-Time Commercial Lender Academy, and it's available for you in a link in the description of this video. You're welcome to check it out. It's basically a roadmap, super easy to follow, plug and play, where you could handhold a borrower from start to finish with all my proprietary forms that are included in the program. So feel free to check it out. You might have a lot of questions about whatever it is that we covered right now. So if you do, just drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to help you with that. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button so other people like yourself can find it. And of course, if you like my videos in general, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for watching this, and I'll catch you again on my next video. Take care.